Welcome, Braveheart, to the How to Get Over Your Ex podcast. I have something rather special that I would like to wrap up in 2021 with. At the beginning of this year, I had created 10 core messages that I wanted my Bravehearts to hear and to know immediately after going through heartbreak, or it doesn't have to be immediately, but as soon as they found me. All of my content in 2021 was a reflection of these 10 core messages, but I never really shared them directly with all of you. So I thought, what a fun way to wrap up 2021 with my Bravehearts by sharing these 10 core messages. These are 10 things I'd love every human to know when it comes to heartbreak. I'll be talking about two of them each day for the next 5 days so that we cover them all. And I'd love for you to not only hear them, Braveheart, but embody them, share them, and join me in the Braveheart movement. Make them your truths because they sure are mine. I am so grateful to have you here, Braveheart. Let's do this. Welcome to How to Get Over Your Ex, a podcast on getting over your ex without it just taking time. I'm your host, Breakup Coach Dorothy. Let's turn your pain into power and your heartbreak into happy. Number 9, if you just keep going, you guarantee yourself a life your ex regrets leaving. Have you ever noticed that when you just keep going, you always seem to get where you're going? Your only job is to simply not give up. You'll fail and you'll fall, you'll make mistakes, and the only thing you can't do is stop going for it. The only thing that will ever prevent you from creating the life your ex regrets leaving is quitting. You can and you will get through this. This will not and is not the end of your life. It might be the end of a chapter, but if you notice, your favorite books keep going. There's a new chapter after the end of a tragic chapter, right? The book is filled with ups and downs. You might end a chapter and be left on a cliffhanger. You will have unanswered questions, and it seemingly might look like you'll never see a specific character again. But here's what you don't do. You don't just simply stop reading the book, right? You venture forth into the next chapter and new characters popped up, right? That you love even more than characters in the last chapter. Fun new adventures arise, interesting plot twists appear. And the funny thing is, the more interesting the book or the TV show or the movie, the more ups and downs there are, the more we love it. The more we keep reading, the more we can't wait for the sequel to come out. You want to know the most boring books? The ones where the main character wakes up great, has a great life, and ends great. What is that? So instead of quitting, I want you to remember that if you just keep going, you will guarantee yourself a life bigger and better. What if you kept reading? What if you kept reading the book of your own life? And the cool part, you're the one writing it. What are you going to write next? Number 10, you are taken care of. This is the most important message I need you to not only hear, but to embody, to take in, to make a part of you, Braveheart. You are enough. You are worthy. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You are held. You are supported. You are loved fiercely, and you are taken care of. You are taken care of by something bigger than yourself, something that fixes things even when we make the biggest mistake. God, the universe, doesn't make mistakes. It doesn't mess up. So we can trust that no matter how we might make mistakes, the universe will absolutely course correct for you. You are so far from alone. You are not alone. Do you know how many humans experience heartbreak a year? So many. I hear from all of you. Not even all of you. And by society, we're told to keep it hush hush. It's inappropriate to talk about. We don't want to be emotional in public. And you know what? That's the shit I live for. I want to hear the real human experience, not the glossed over, I'm fine and I'm doing great. I want to see and hear more than just the highlight reel of a specific human. I want you to share what you're going through with someone who cares, maybe even with the world if you feel called. What might happen if you did that? This is a time where you might feel isolated, disconnected, alone, and devastated. And what would it be like to feel seen, heard, connected, and supported? This is why I'm creating the Braveheart movement. This is why I've already created the Braveheart movement. This is why I create group containers of humans healing heartbreak in a new way. And I can't do this movement alone. And it starts with you. Even if I never work with you, you can still do your part in supporting the other heartbroken humans by first supporting yourself, right? By knowing that you are taken care of, that you are supported, that you are not alone, you are worthy. And my goodness, Braveheart, you are so more than enough. You are everything. Know this in your bones and then share from that place because that is what creates support for you. I love you so much, my beautiful Braveheart. I am sending you all of the love. I will talk to you next time. If you're loving the 10 things you need to hear after a breakup series and they are truly resonating with you, I'd like to personally invite you to the Get Over Your Ex in 3 Months or Less program that is now open for enrollment, where we not only hear these messages, but we live them to not only get over our exes, but build a life bigger and better than the one that we had with our exes. Now, Braveheart, I promise you, you will get over your ex, but please know you're invited to do it differently with a group of Bravehearts who have your back and are cheering you on in a whole new way you've never experienced before. You are not alone. You are fully supported. I'm here when you are ready. I love you so much, my badass Braveheart. Just keep going.